All right, so we're gonna dive right into this video. I do have to make a remark. The October weather here in New Hampshire is amazing. It is not too hot or cold. Great sunsets and everything. So hopefully I'm heading back home to Virginia in a couple days. So I hope it's like that at home. But let's get into this video. This video is primarily just gonna be a short video, but I had some time to kind of just be alone and think. And when you do that, when you're a car person, you kind of go down the rabbit hole and start to think, am I done modding this vehicle? So basically I lied to myself to make myself think that there was nothing else that I could do to this when trying to keep this Overland build or 4Runner build itself more factory in the aspect of like a comfortable ride. So I got under the vehicle a couple days ago, starting asking on forums which company to go with, which upper and lower control arms will ride the smoothest and be the best for both worlds. And that is an actual company that I already have a part from on this vehicle that I'm super familiar with now. And I've had zero issues with it. It doesn't make any noise. It rides super smooth. It did what it was supposed to do right out of the box. And that's Core 4x4. So they also had the upper and lower control arms to match their track bar or pan hard bar, whatever you want to call it. So it's basically a set. You can, get the control arms by itself without the track bar, or get it as one whole kit. And everybody was, throwing out different brands. And I don't know anything about the other brands, so I couldn't tell you about Total Chaos, or I think it's ORP. A lot of people were suggesting that, but I just went with the super simple comments that were like, Core 4x4 rides like butter, does what you needed to do, gets you in and out of the trails if you need, and that's what it is. So thank you. Oxedo beam, ox beam, whatever. It's right around 180. It get like probably, I don't know, you change the fluids. Oh yeah, 400, 500. I've seen them. Oh yeah. Definitely out of my wheelhouse for that. I'm more of I have a Coyote Swats Mustang, but it's, yeah. But this thing's a little different, so I'm kind of newer to the Toyota platform. So. It's a lift. It's a Dobinson's IMS 3-inch lift. People said don't go over higher than 3, just because there's, the problems, and they look good at 3 inches, and I was like, we'll just go with that. Make it simple.
I think it looks awesome, though. I like it.
I appreciate it. Yeah, I've got.
Market lights too.
Oh yeah.
How about the exhaust?
It's got a Magnaflow on it. I did the Overland kit series that they have. Familiar with them with the Mustang that I have, so a name like that you can't go wrong.
Yeah,
so
no, definitely.
yeah, I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Y'all have a good one. All right, so that's, I guess, what extended the video. I've gotten a lot of compliments down here. I guess there's a lot of people that own Toyota, like Tacomas and stuff, not so much 4Runners. I've seen a lot of Tundras, but I see that back home as well. So basically, to wrap this video up, I'm going to be buying the upper and lower control arms because I just want this vehicle to ride smooth as possible. It's an everyday thing. I don't want it to be like the Mustang. With that, having coilovers, race suspension on it, even though I'm changing the suspension over. Already did the rear suspension. It's much quieter than it was, but at the same time, I already expect something from the Mustang. Noises here and there, and I kind of know what to listen out for if something is wrong. But I just want this thing to be a comfortable, quiet ride. It's obviously an older vehicle. It's at the same time, it's not going to be the best. But if I can take advantage of the aftermarket stuff, replacing it, that's superior to the factory stuff, like the bushings and all that, whatever the smallest thing may be, I'm going to go ahead and do that and spend the money. So, to put this thing all together, basically, I think it's one of the best looking 3rd-gen 4Runners I've ever seen. And that's just my humble opinion coming from, getting right into the Toyota game and looking around, seeing similar builds that I might like, parts, and then kind of taking all that and just throwing it at this vehicle and modding it my own way, like I've tried to do with the Mustang. It's a little different here and there than some, but there's also a few that kind of look very similar, because there's only so much you can do with certain things. But that's going to wrap this video up, guys. I'm going to head back home in a couple days. I'll have more content on the Mustang and the 4Runner moving forward, and end of the year here and all that coming up. springtime, we're going to have different builds coming and going and future stuff with both projects. But hopefully we are done. I don't know if we are, honestly, so I'm not going to lie to myself again. Anyways, I appreciate you guys stopping by. Subscribe for future content. You never know what comes to the channel video-wise, and I'll catch y'all later.